Hi, thanks for joining me today for the session on gratitude. Gratitude is a really important thing. I've mentioned before on my channel that I've been a drug and alcohol counselor for over 20 years. And gratitude is kind of the foundational point. It's said within different self-help circles that gratitude is the hinge in which the sober door swings. So gratitude plays a big part in people's wellness. And so I thought it'd be really important to share a few minutes on that topic today. So what I'm going to demonstrate is just kind of a routine that I've developed to kind of help exercise gratitude. The other thing that's really important about gratitude is that it is the true counter to anger and fear, which are two common emotions that my clients go through and struggle with, especially in early recovery. So with regards to gratitude, how I like starting the exercise is I start with myself and spin outward. I'm going to explain how that works in a minute. But I start with myself and I spin outwardly. So my closest nucleus, so my significant other, my son, and then I go to family members, and then extend it out further, and then community, and then globally, if we want. So how I usually start my gratitude is, what am I most grateful for? I'm grateful for the ability to speak. I'm grateful for my brain. I'm grateful for my heart, which beats several thousand times a day, keep me alive. I'm grateful for my health, my mobility, things that I'm able to do on a daily basis to keep up with a 15-month-old son. I'm grateful that I'm able to connect every day with clients on a different level. And then if we move out quickly, to just kind of give you this idea relatively quick. So the next level would be, I'm grateful for Natalie, my significant other, and all the gifts that she brings into my life. The gift of laughter. The biggest gift is belief in me and how that makes me feel. So with each time you go outside and spin into a new person, you really take a moment to really take in what it feels like to be connected to that person. It's like you're sending out karmically good vibes to them, so that the universe, if you will, or God, can take care of them also in the day. I like doing this activity at the beginning of the day. It kind of sets up a good frame for the day. So next in my circle is my son Dominic, who is 15 months old, getting close to 16 months in just a week. And he's the love of my life. He's the first little face I see when I wake up. A lot of times he's hogging the bed with us. So it's the first thing I see in the morning, and there's nothing better than waking up and seeing this little face looking over top of you saying, Papa. He just has a way of brightening my day. No matter how hard my day has been, he has this great ability to bring me joy. So the next nucleus would be my family. So I'm grateful for my mother and father, the values that they've taught me along the way, the values of hard work, dedication, loyalty, family, all demonstrated really well. Unfortunately, in my life, I lost my father when I was 25, but I often feel, even in terms of working with clients, that my dad truly speaks through me, especially when it comes to spiritual topics. My dad was a spiritual man, a religious man, and he took great pride in doing so. He was never embarrassed to say it. He took great pride in it. And I find that when I'm struggling with a certain topic, especially around spirituality, I really feel him speak through me. So that's my gifts of my dad. My mom is loving, and the importance of family, and what, as the matriarch, is keeping us in line, keeping us accountable, but always knowing that she always gives us a safe place to fall. And then it would be my siblings. So my youngest sister is Diane. She always brings humor, laughter, Same thing, high loyalty. She has friends that she's had for a long time. She's been married for a long time. Is a great mother, a great partner to her husband Michael, and really brings great gifts to her kids on a regular basis by being so dedicated and devoted to them. Next in line would be my older brother Nelson. I'm very connected to him because of his own life path and his own life journey. He was always the big brother I looked up to. So he brings laughter into my life. He brings joy into my life. He gives me the ability to connect with someone on a different level. He's one of the people I could say I'm closest to. Next would be my sister Carol. Again, you'll hear the theme of laughter. I think that's another thing that Dad instilled in us, is the ability to laugh. She has the ability to play and have fun, and the ability to love more than you can imagine. She does it through gestures, through kindness, through our actions. And then it's my older sister Delcia. My oldest sister is 16 years older than me, so growing up I didn't know her as much. But there's a softness about her, a kindness about her. One of her greatest gifts is the ability to connect with almost anybody. If we are in a transit in Toronto, she will easily strike up a conversation with the person next to her. So she has that ability to connect with people and has a huge, huge heart. So next level would be relatives. So obviously too many to mention here, but I usually take a moment and think about my cousins, aunts, and uncles who have created a special place in my life and things that they bring to me. The roots of my family are very much Acadian, so East Coast, and I know in some of my fondest childhood memories is just a laughter, tremendous laughter and stories. Nobody tells a story like an Acadian person with just the way they speak and the expressive nature of their communication. So it always brings a smile like it does now, even thinking about it. So extended family. Next we would go community. So I'm really grateful for the connections I've made in my community, the connections to colleagues, business partners. We've developed a network of counselors in Sudbury that collaborate on a monthly basis to not only sharpen our skills, but also I find that when you work one-on-one, you're often left on an island. So I've always believed in the collaborative spirit, that there is a river of abundance flowing around us, and so the exchange of ideas is only going to make us richer. So that's within my community. Sometimes I'm not so grateful to the extremes of temperatures. In Sudbury goes to plus 40, which would be plus 40 degrees Celsius, which is about high 90s, and in the winter it gets to minus 40, which is probably around minus 40, because at minus 15 it changes over to from, doesn't matter if it's Celsius or Fahrenheit, it's the same thing. But it allows me to see 4 seasons. I feel like I'm blessed to have that. I get to experience that. I get to show my son the changing of the seasons and the snow and all the winter sports that comes with it. Also within my community is the ability to play sports, enjoy sports, and all that kind of stuff. So the next level up would be country. So I am very, very grateful to live in Canada. I'm grateful to be Canadian in everything that it represents, especially now with the Olympics going on. The moments of, it's funny because when you think you're not really connected, you see an athlete representing your country, and it brings a different level of pride. It gives you really a sense of a sense of belonging. And then the last thing is just kind of connecting to your own source of higher power. So like I mentioned before, I often talk to my dad. It's a person that meant a lot to me and kind of helps feed my own level of spirituality. So that's my routine. When I walk and do this, the routine usually does take longer than 5 to 10 minutes. I just kind of see it in the gifts that every level brings me. It's a great way to start the day. It's a great way to set a frame up. So instead of feeling miserable as you start your day, it really creates a feeling of gratitude. So like I said before, gratitude is the counter to anger and fear. And in recovery talk, those are the number two, 1 and 2 reasons for relapse. So it's a good kind of recovery message if that's something that you are struggling with. So that's the gratitude talk. I hope this has been helpful. As usual, if you can, give me a like below, share your comments. I would love to hear from you, and let me know if these videos have been helpful. Thank you so much for our moments of gratitude. Thanks for coming, and have a great day.